Breaking news! Amber Heard is now saying that while she was visiting Johnny Depp in Australia while he was filming The Pirates of the Caribbean, she was held captive. She was a hostage for 3 days straight and endured torture and sexual assault from a kangaroo.
Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Okay, hold up now, wait.
And welcome back to another sizzling hot episode of DarthNews. Special edition, everybody's lying but Amber. Ha, you thought I was going to say everybody hates Amber. So without further ado, let's get into today's Amber Heard news. What now, Tina? I'm about to get into the news, Tina. Can this wait? Oh, what do you mean you're mad? Oh, they're mad. No, why would they be mad? Really? Because I didn't do a skit? No, I don't, Tina, I don't have to do a skit every single time. Some people don't like it. Well, those people can suck my big red dick because today we're gonna do a skit. You thought I wasn't gonna do one. No, Tina, I had you for a second. I had you. Lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. You ready, Tina? Yes, Your Honor, that's exactly what I'm saying. It was in that very moment that I remembered that I heard a rumor. See what I did there? Heard, like Amber Heard. I heard a rumor that Johnny once pushed Kate Moss downstairs, and we were at the top of the stairs, so I feared for my life, Your Honor. I was scared, and I remembered I heard that rumor, and so I had to preemptively strike him. Yes, Your Honor. All because of a rumor. All right, now that cringy skit is out the way, we can get right into the motherfucking news. And today we're going to talk about Amber Heard. I know, crazy, right? We're talking about Amber Heard again. Well, anyway, so she was on the stand for the third day in a row. And it was another long day. You know, these days are getting too long. There's too much to go through. There is so much shit being revealed. I don't even have the time nor the desire. I stutter. I don't have the desire or honestly a care in the world to just dig so deep and read through everything. It's a lot for any one person to go through. The only person that should be going through that much information is their attorneys and the judge. That's it. Maybe the jury. But besides that, I'm just here to fucking entertain you. There's way too much shit happening right now with this case. There's so much shit happening. I was thinking about just making a bunch of little micro videos that are 5 minutes long, but I decided to fuck that. That's way too much work. I'm just going to put them all together into one video, the best I can do with the highlights. We're gonna call it a day. I'm not gonna try to be a slut, a view slut, a like slut. You know what I mean? Just make a bunch of videos trying to get likes. We're putting all the info that I give a shit about in this one video. So these are all the updates from today. Or tomorrow, or yesterday. Yesterday. By the time this uploads to YouTube, because it takes 5 hours for the fucking process. So without further ado, Applejack, where are you at? Hit it! All right, we're over here at Deadline. The barrister said, and I quote, "This was a very nasty row between you and Mr. Depp, and it was you who was the violent one." By the way, I looked it up. Row means argument in legal terms. Apparently, that's what I read anyway, and it's pronounced row, row your fucking boat. A few people said it was pronounced rue, but it's row. Anyway, that's not here nor there. Just had to clear that up. Anyway, Heard replied, "Johnny hit both myself and my sister," before denying that she spat in the Pirates of the Caribbean star or threw a can of Red Bull at him. Of course, she's gonna deny, lie. Nothing new there. Laws, laying down the laws, then put it to Heard that she also punched him. Mr. Depp in the face with a closed fist. Heard replied, "I did strike Johnny that day in defense of my sister. He was about to push her down the stairs, and at the moment before it happened, I remembered the information I heard that he had pushed a former girlfriend, I believe it was Kate Moss, down the stairs, and I heard this rumor from 2 people, and it was fresh in my mind." Okay, so you heard a fucking rumor. Oh my god! Well, Amber added, "In a flash, I reacted in defense of her." Heard went on to allege that Depp had punched her for years, and for years, I never even hit him. She said, This is just so ridiculous. How am I supposed to take anything she says at face value? She goes, and I quote, "I never so much as landed a blow, and I will never forget this incident. It was the first time after all these years I hit him." Oh, my dear Lord. Oh, my dear Lord. Lord, please help me. Yes, Your Honor, that's what I'm saying. I let him abuse me for years. I just kept letting him, I just kept letting him hit me. I never touched him once. I never fought back, ever. This was the first time that I hit him. This is bullshit. You know what this is? This is Amber Heard trying to make it seem like she was taking years of abuse. Just taking a pounding over and over and over again until she finally snapped. This is the story she's going with. She's trying to make it seem like she's the victim. I'm a victim. What? Tina, you are not a victim. Maybe you're a little progressive, but you're not a victim. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm a victim. No, you're not. Tina. I'm more of a victim than you. People hate me, but people love you. So I'm a victim. Well, I'm a victim of I don't know. I'm pretty privileged, actually. Yeah, most Americans are. Okay, to be honest, this makes Amber sound like she's mentally retardation. She sounds retarded. She sounds like she's got a very low IQ. Because any rational human being would be like, you should run. Why didn't you run? Why would you stay in the abusive relationship? I get it. I know abusive relationships are very toxic and very confusing. I get it. But if you feared for your life, then it's your fault. You should have fucking left. But you didn't. Well, she probably didn't leave because she needed some money and the properties before she left. Laying down the laws, then said Heard had changed your story and never mentioned the story about Moss before. She said Heard didn't mention anything about Kate Moss being in your mind. You are just making things up as you go along. Yes. That's how you take it up the ass, Amber. That's how you fucking take it. Oh, but how does she take it? Let's find out. Laws then played a clip from Heard's 2016 deposition in Los Angeles in which the actress talks about the alleged incident and says that at no point in her free narrative, quote unquote, did Heard mention Moss. Of course she didn't, because that wasn't a thought in her head until 2 days ago. Well, after that standing ovation mic drop, Heard then responds with this, and I quote, "No, I didn't even have a chance. I have not had the liberty of time or space or energy to even list every thought that crossed my mind. I was really stressed. I just forgot." Depp is suing NGN, as we all know, the Sun's executive editor Dan Wooten over the publication of an article on April 27, 2018 with the headline, "Gone Potty, How Can J.K. Rowling Be Genuinely Happy Casting a Wife-Beater Johnny Depp in the new Fantastic Beasts film?" ? Well, Depp's lawyers are saying that the article bore the meaning that there was overwhelming evidence, quote unquote, that Depp assaulted Heard on a number of occasions and left her in fear for her life. NGN is defending this article and says that Depp was controlling and verbally and physically abusive towards Miss Heard, particularly when he was under the influence of alcohol and or drugs. The trial then continues. Now, here's the thing. How the fuck do you know if he was verbally and physically abusive towards her? How do you know that? Are you taking everything that Amber said at face value and you're sticking to your story? You're not willing to change, your article or what you said. You're not willing to take it down. You're taking all this at face value. You're using what Amber told you as evidence, as facts. Because believe all women! Did you guys know that Amber supports Black Lives Matter? All right, ladies and gents, we're over here at Yahoo Entertainment. The article reads, Amber Heard testified for the third day in a row on Wednesday amid Johnny Depp's libel trial against the UK's Sun. Amber Heard answered questions about what she claims was, and I quote, a 3-day hostage situation in Australia, telling the court Depp launched alcohol bottles at her like grenades! The actor has alleged it was Heard who threw the bottles in a rage, ultimately severing his finger, which is the story I choose to believe. Both Heard, 34, and Depp, 57, deny that they were abusive. Yes, Your Honor, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, like, no disrespect, like, no offense, but that's what I'm saying. He threw it like a grenade. He just kept throwing the bottles like grenades. And I know what I'm talking about, Your Honor, okay? I just watched Saving Ryan's Privates the other day, so I know exactly how they threw grenades. Okay? It was like, well, yeah, I mean, like, the first couple of bottles, he threw like a baseball pitcher. You know, like, he wound up, and he threw like a baseball pitcher, but eventually he started to throw like a soldier, you know, he like he's in the military. Yeah, like a soldier from World War II or World War I, or I can never remember which one comes first, but one of those. In a witness statement obtained by Yahoo Entertainment, Amber Heard claims, and I quote, "The best way I can describe what happened in Australia is that it was like a 3-day hostage situation," Heard claimed, alleging that the actor had already been using and had a bag of drugs. Your Honor, he had a whole big bag. Yes, Your Honor, he had a whole bag of drugs. A big bag. This bag was a really big bag. Like, one of the biggest bags of drugs that I've ever seen. No, I didn't do any drugs, Your Honor. I just said... Well, yeah, I saw the bag. I looked at it, but I didn't do any. Your Honor, I don't do drugs, okay? Yes, Your Honor, I don't do any drugs. I don't do drugs. Except for Molly, cocaine, mushrooms, ecstasy, Oxycontin, Valium, Percocet, Vicodins, fentanyl, and on the occasion, some black tar heroin. Amber continues in her statement, "I was in a remote house at least 20 minutes from help, where I could not leave. I was trapped and isolated with a violent person suffering from manic depression, bipolar disorder, and a pattern of repeated drug-induced psychosis and violence who was on a multiple day of drug and alcohol binging. Over the course of those 3 days, there were extreme acts of psychological, physical, emotional, and other forms of violence. It was the worst thing I have ever had to be through. Like the worst. I was left with an injured lip and a nose and cuts on my arms," Heard alleged in the document. Depp has no known mental illness, and Yahoo Entertainment can confirm that. Amber Heard expanded on that in London's High Court on Wednesday, explaining that a fight erupted over the actor's drinking, but Depp had previously claimed that the two argued when he asked her to sign a postnuptial agreement, which she denied, and I totally believe that. She says he had given up drinking for a while. It was on the list of, if this happens, I leave. He was taunting me to take the bottle and would revoke it when I reached it, Heard said according to The Guardian. She explained that when Depp was sober, he'd usually be grateful that she saved his life by standing up to him about booze, so she assumed that would happen again. Amber then goes on to say, "I felt glass breaking behind me. I retreated into the bar and he didn't stop. I was too scared to look behind me. I felt glass hitting my arms. He threw all the bottles that were in reach except for one, which was his celebratory magnum-sized bottle of wine, where he had 30 or so bottles on the bar," she continued. Depp's attorney Eleanor Laws asked the actress if she was the one who threw the alcohol bottles, as the actor has alleged. Heard denied throwing the bottles and also denied that the actor's claims that she burnt a cigarette out on his face, his cheek. "You would get yourself into rages on some occasions," Laws asked. She responds, "Sometimes I would get angry, but not to the extent of throwing something offensively," Heard replied. "Sometimes I get angry or lose my cool, yes." Heard then claimed that the only time she threw things at Depp was to escape Johnny when he was beating me up. Yeah, okay, so the only time you threw things at him was when you were trying to escape him. Why do I feel like it's not that hard to just walk out the door and call an Uber or get in that Mustang that he bought you and just drive away? I mean, is it that hard if you're really trying to fucking escape, Amber? Do you have to throw things on the way out? Alright, so Amber Heard's makeup artist Iglesias testified and that Heard told her about the alleged fight when the actress called her to come into the penthouse. Per The Guardian, when she arrived, Iglesias said that there was broken picture frames, glass on the floor, and words written in gold paint on the table. Iglesias claimed that Heard was upset and furious with a lot of emotion and that she was quite distressed. Yeah, that sounds about right. Iglesias then came back the following day to get Heard ready for an appearance on Corden's show. There was a cut or scab on her lip, she said. She had minimal discoloration to the corners of her eyes and by her nose. So by minimal, when you say minimal, you mean like nothing, right? That's what you mean? She then added, "I used concealer to try to conceal some of the bruises. Amber's signature lip color was red. I said that we had no other choice than to use it to cover up the injury on her lip." When asked about the bruises, Iglesias replied, "To my recollection, they were not that dark or inflamed yet. I don't remember having trouble covering them." So, what do you mean? So, if they weren't dark or inflamed, then that means that there's nothing there, right? Doesn't that mean like if you have a bruise, then it's inflamed, or there's a dark mark, or doesn't? Well, of course, Amber's lying anyway, so that's why she didn't have any trouble covering them up, or she doesn't remember having trouble covering them up, because they weren't even there, if you ask me. I think she's just covering for Amber. She knows that she can't get caught in this lie because there's no way to fucking prove it, so she's just helping out a friend, is what I think she's doing. She's just covering for a friend. This is bullshit. I smell bullshit. Anyway, so then the court was showing a video from Heard's TV appearance in which no injuries were visible. She must have done a really good job with that makeup. Now, although the proceedings in the UK are not against Heard personally, she believes that this is just another way Depp is continuing to harass her, despite the pair no longer being together. Yeah, okay, this is him trying to harass you. Yeah, maybe this is him just trying to fix his reputation, fix his life that you destroyed. He's picking up all the pieces that you shattered on the floor. Amber goes on to say, I didn't file this case. Since I filed for divorce, all I have wanted to do is move on. I obtained a restraining order from a judge in 2016 to protect myself, and then settled on our divorce on terms which meant the details of our relationship, including the abuse I suffered, would not be discussed in public, or so I thought, Heard said in her fourth witness statement. Weren't you the one that went public with it? I'm super confused right now, because as far as I know, he just went and did interviews to defend these claims that you accused, or claimed, or alleged, whatever. I'm gonna call bullshit. You did not get a restraining order to protect yourself. You got a restraining order, basically to use as proof that you were abused. So that way the court of public opinion would believe you, because you're manipulative. If I'm wrong, Tina, then I will delete my YouTube channel, because I will feel so much shame that I went this long believing Johnny Depp. But I don't think that's the case. So you can just shut the fuck up with that kind of rhetoric. Tina, if you talk like that one more time, just one more time, I want to go get the cactus. Don't think I won't. Well, what happens when you get caught in a lie? You lie and lie and lie some more. You double, triple, quadruple down, bitches, and that's what's going on with Amber. She goes on to say, since then, I have continued to want nothing more than to be left alone. I find myself saying the same thing today that I was saying in 2016 when I got the restraining order. I just want him to leave me alone. It is Johnny who started giving public interviews claiming I lied, and it was Johnny who brought these proceedings, the actress continued. For years later, I am still having to participate in a costly litigation and give public testimony about some of the most upsetting and painful events in my life. All right, we're bringing it back to Eleanor laying down the laws. She put it to Heard with a photograph of her with bruises on her face that were taken after the alleged 2015 incident, saying it was, and I quote, completely set up, which Heard denied, of course. Laws then asked Amber why she took a photograph of her scalp, and Amber said that her scalp was in pain, and her friend Raquel Pennington took a photograph because she had red spots on her head and it was filled with pus from where it had been pulled out. I saw the photo, Amber, and there's no fucking pus. It's not even red. Laws then questioned Heard over medical notes made by nurse Erin Borum, who saw Heard shortly after the alleged incident, who recorded that Heard was actively bleeding on her lip. The nurse also said that she briefly looked at the client's scalp but was unable to visualize the hematomas the client described. Because Amber says that she was scalped. Johnny scalped me! Laws then said, and I quote, you didn't have any bruises at all when Erin Borum saw you, did you? Heard replied, I had bruised ribs, bruises all over my body, bruises on my forearms from trying to defend the blows. I had 2 black eyes, I had a broken nose, I had a broken lip. Are we really supposed to? I mean, like, okay, let's just keep reading. I'll rant in a second. She says that the really bad ones, the bruises, were in my hairline, on my scalp. Heard continued that there were chunks of hair missing. There was pus in those wounds in my hairline, dark red bruises, purple red on my temples and on my chin, and the inside of my upper lip was cut. Okay, let's pause for a second. Let's recap really quick. She's saying that she had bruises on her ribs, bruises all over her body, bruises on her forearms from protecting herself. Oh, stop it, Johnny. Stop hitting me. Oh, like she's a fucking boxer. She had 2 fake black eyes, a broken nose, and a broken lip. Whatever the fuck that means, a broken lip. A busted lip. She had chunks of hair missing with pus oozing out of the wounds, with really dark red and purple bruises all over her scalp and hairline. Oh, and on her temple. Where are the medical records That's a serious question. What? Am I supposed to believe this shit? Am I supposed to actually, as an intelligent human being, as an adult, as a grown-up with a brain, am I supposed to lower my intelligence, lower my IQ? Am I supposed to just let you insult my intelligence by expecting me to believe your story, your whole shtick of lies? You're the turdster. You are the ultimate fucking barn witch. Well, Maxwell. She's number one, but Amber's number two. You say that you had a broken nose. He broke your nose. Where are the medical records saying that you had a broken nose? Why didn't I see anything with, on your face to fix the broken nose? Why were there no pictures of that? Why is there no record of that? I have broken my nose. It is not fun. I had 2 black eyes for fucking days that were real black eyes, not Maybelline black eyes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Applejack. My bad. L'Oreal black eyes. Well, Laws responds with this, and I quote, "This is just nonsense, isn't it? She, Borum, didn't see any bruising. You had just bitten your lip because there was fresh blood on it." That's exactly what I said. I said she bit her lip. She probably bit her lip just to show that there was something there. Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm so glad she's calling this bitch out. Do you remember when Amber Heard just the other day, like yesterday, said that she has never seen one of Johnny Depp's movies? Never seen one. Well, I have video proof that that's not true. I have evidence. I brought the receipts. Applejack, let's roll this film. Hit it!
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were putting on a united front as they attended the premiere for Johnny's new movie, Mordecai, at London's Leicester Square. The 51-year-old actor and his long-term love, Amber, were hand in hand as they posed for photos on the red carpet. There were no signs of relationship trouble as the loved-up duo, who met on the set of The Rum Diaries, smiled and laughed together, quashing rumours that they're going through a rocky patch. Blonde beauty Amber looked happy to be supporting her man as she proudly stood beside him while the screaming crowds called his name.
Oh, wow, that aged really bad. That aged terribly. That aged like milk. That was hard to watch. If I'm going to be honest, that was not easy to get through. But you see what I'm saying? They were together at a premiere of his movie. Do you know what you do at a movie premiere? A red carpet premiere? Do you know what you do? You sit down and you watch your movie. So to be honest, when Johnny Depp says that he's never seen his movies, I don't really buy it. I feel like he's been forced to watch his movies before for publicity's sake, but I don't think he's ever voluntarily watched one of his movies. Unlike Amber, she's got Aquaman on repeat just every night. Yeah, I'm Mira, bitch. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Hey, you guys want to come over and watch Aquaman again? No, Amber, we can't watch it for the 34th time this week. Well, I'm 34 years old, so we need to watch it just one more time for good luck. And that's about all I have to say for today. What now? What now, Tina? Why do I wear kitty ears? We've been doing this for how long? And you now you want to ask me why I'm wearing kitty ears? I don't know. Why do I wear a condom? Why is Joe Rogan bald? Why does Tim Pool wear a beanie? I've actually wondered that. I don't know why he wears a beanie. You love Tim. No, shut up, Tina. You would so have his Beanie Babies. Yes, you would. You would have his Beanie Babies in a heartbeat. Yeah, you dirty little unicorn. I'm not stupid. And that about wraps up this episode of Darth News, special edition. Everybody's lying but Amber. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's a whole lot, again, that I didn't get to, so forgive me. And to be honest, this is becoming a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to take a day off. I don't care if there's updates tomorrow. Unless it's if it's a bombshell, I'll make a video. But if there's no bombshells, I want to skip it. You'll see me in 2 days. But I have a couple videos that I have in the works that I think you'll really enjoy. To all you Johnny Depp fans, I think you'll enjoy it. I think you will. So at least you have something to look forward to. Also, I don't know exactly when yet. I keep procrastinating. I keep pushing the date back. But I'm going to do a live stream very soon. Anyway, that about wraps it up. If you enjoyed my content even a little bit, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, don't forget to pull out. But if you really fucking love my content, like you wanna... Wait, how does it go, Tina? Like that? If you love me that much, then you will hit that motherfucking notification bell right now. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell for all the newest updates of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp 1 day late. I will always get to the news a day late. By the way, this ain't the news. This is DarthNews. It's a movement. It's something that's never been seen before. You're lucky I'm here. No. To be fair, that's a bit self-centered. Self-absorbed. What I meant to say is, I'm lucky that you're here. Yeah. And that's from the heart. I love you guys. Can we just wrap it up right like that? I don't want to get too sentimental. Applejack. Cut it!